show with restaurant critic and radio host Peter Dills. Peter readily admits to being born into the world of food, as he is the son of noted restaurant critic Elmer Dills. As far back as he can remember, Peter was following his father from restaurant to restaurant, always tasting, always learning about food and discovering new and exciting restaurants and travel destinations. As his food adventure comes full circle, he now stars on radio and television with his popular food and travel show, Dining with Dills, named after his father Elmer. And now, your host, Peter Dills.
All right, everybody, it's Peter Dills. It's time for another podcast. Yeah, I love going out to different restaurants and kind of doing a remote. Here today we're at the Plate 38 restaurant in Pasadena, one of my favorite restaurants. A little shout out to them for letting us use the patio today. Every once in a while someone reminds me why I love talking about food. I've been doing this for 25 years. My friend Bart was raised in Poland, now a 7-year Los Angeles veteran, did exactly that. We're sitting around as usual talking and drinking and eating, and I thought, man, he's got the perfect voice and the perfect background to talk about something that I really am interested in talking about. Polish food. Bart, welcome to the show.
Hi Peter, hi everybody.
Okay, I'm going to try to say your last name. No, I'm not. Just tell me your last name.
It's Trivdar.
Trivna. Trivdara.
Yeah.
How's that close?
It's very close. Yeah, we've got this very harsh pronunciation on the R and Z, so it's hard to pronounce from English speakers.
If you're across the street, I think I'll just yell, "Hey Bart."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to talk about real Polish food, and what really excites me about this interview, Bart doesn't own a restaurant. Bart, like I said, lived in Chicago, goes back and forth to Chicago. I know him from the Plate 38. So you ready, Bart, start with the questions?
Yeah, please do. Hit me.
What was the first Polish dish that you've had in the States that reminded you of home? Meaning that maybe you were at a Czech restaurant, maybe you were at a German restaurant, maybe you were at an American restaurant, maybe you were really at a Polish restaurant. Is there something that you've had here in the United States that said, wow, they got it pretty close?
Yeah, as you mentioned, I lived in Chicago, so this was my first stop from Poland, and I used to call Chicago the Polish island because there's 2 million of Polish people, and there's a bunch of Polish restaurants, Polish stores, so you feel like inside of Poland, and I feel like the Chicago people even care more about the Polish in heritage, like Polish tastes and history. They are they feel the roots in Poland, so they trying to create their own little Poland in the States.
Anywhere else in the United States besides Chicago?
You can get the tastes in New York. We've got a small community in New York also, but I would say mostly Chicago. Yeah.
Okay, growing up, what did your family cook? Kielbasa.
Kielbasa, of course, yeah. Pierogi.
Pierogi. Now, what is pierogi? My daughter knew what it was. I was telling her today that I was going to interview you, and she goes, "Oh, ask him about pierogi."
Yeah, it's another version of dumplings. Usually we serve it with the meat or with the sauerkraut, but we also do the pierogi in a sweet version, like with the fruits, with the strawberries, with the blueberries, gooseberries, rhubarb, you name it.
Talking to Bart, we're going to call this show Everything Polish. Have you gone to a restaurant in LA or Chicago where you think to yourself, man, they tried, but they didn't get it. They didn't get it right.
Yeah, all the time I'm thinking like this,
yeah.
Because that's why I'm I convert myself to cooking. I prefer to cook the tastes that I remember instead of going to the restaurant and be disappointed.
That makes a lot of sense. You moved here, was I right, 7 years ago?
Yeah,
7 years ago. Yeah. Met your bride in Chicago.
Yes, sir. I met her in Poland, actually.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah. Have you found a spot in LA, not Chicago, but LA that, I know that there was a restaurant, and probably right before you, you can see a picture of my dad, that he was a restaurant critic here for 30 years, and he used to go out to this place in Eagle Rock called the Polka. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it is gone now. But are there any other places, delis or restaurants that you might think? I mean, I've got Solidarity, Krakus, Old World Polish Deli in Huntington Beach, Euro Market in Anaheim, but are there any ones that you...
I know that the Solidarity in Santa Monica is huge, but as I said, for the people that they don't know the Polish tastes, sure, go there and try the Polish taste. But for me, as I remember the grandma cooking, my mother cooking, it's like, it's like,
But you do the cooking too.
Yeah, as long as I'm not gonna make it myself, I'm gonna be disappointed.
But maybe, I would never do it because it's a kiss of death. But, you could open your own restaurant.
Yeah,
with all the
day,
recipes.
One day. It is an idea in my head, yeah.
And you have all the recipes.
I do have all the recipes.
What is one Polish dish you wish more people knew about? I guess here in the United States it might be something like beef ribs or baby back ribs or something that I wish every restaurant had. But do you have a dish from your days in Poland and Chicago that you go, man, these guys are missing out? Plate 38 should have blank on the menu.
Definitely soups, Polish soups. We are huge in soups. I guess because we are mostly cold country.
Right.
And people doesn't know about Polish soups. We have, like, for example, the soup from fermented beets. And it's amazing. This is my favorite soup. It's like we only make it actually for Christmas. So it's a good time to talk about it.
Good for you too, beets.
Oh yes, amazing.
Is it okay here in the United States? Family style. I think when like Italians would pass around the pasta or pass around soups that wouldn't work. But do you find in Poland? Do you remember it being more family style or individual?
Definitely family style. I remember when I was like 5 years old, and we were living with the grandfather and grandmother, and so they cooked like everything in huge jars, and you had your own plate, but the way to eat it was grabbing the spoon and eat it from like a big plate. Grab a potato, dip it in the sauce, and put it in your mouth. So,
okay, true or false? You might hear the Christmas music in the background. Like I said, we are outside on the patio at Plate 38. True or false? There is a right and a wrong way to eat pierogi. Pierogi. Say it one more time. Pierogi. Is there a right way and a wrong way to eat it?
Usually, as I said, you can eat it like as a meat or sauerkraut filling, or the sweets. But usually we eat it like as a dinner. So forget about the sweet pierogis. So the right way to eat the pierogis is always with the sautéed onions.
Sautéed onions. That's the right way to do it. Okay.
Always.
In Poland, Polish drink, beer. Yeah, I've had Polish beer before.
Yeah.
Vodka.
Mm-hmm. Not anymore, I would say. Like for us, I know that traditionally everyone is thinking about like Polish, Russians drinking vodka. But vodka is only for like a special occasions.
Oh,
for
I
like
didn't know that.
Holidays.
Right. What is this kompot?
Kompot is like it's a cooked fruit with the water, so it's like a fruity, juicy drink for a dinner.
Is that something you would drink before dinner or after dinner?
During the dinner.
Okay, all right. Let's see. If you were in Warsaw right now, I don't know, where were you from in Poland though? I'm
from the northern part, like close to the Gdańsk.
And where would you go if you had the opportunity, if you and I were there right now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a restaurant that you just miss,
I miss them all. I've got a lot of the restaurants,
answer.
but the best restaurant actually is in Krakow. It's a 2 Michelin star. It's called Bottiglieria 1881. And it's like a fusion food with the Polish traditional tastes. So I will definitely go there with you to show you like the high-end Polish style cooking. Okay,
and you mentioned Solidarity here in Santa Monica. My list has Krakus, which you just mentioned, obviously named after a real deal deli, takeout sausages, cold cuts, homemade bigos. What is bigos?
Bigos is a cabbage stew cooked the right way for almost like 2 days, 5-6 hours at least. So it's like even blackened, and then you pour the red wine to scrap the burns out. So it's like this parts make it black. So it's a cabbage stew mixed with the smoked meats. Okay, now I've got some cheat sheets here. I did my own little. I'm going to try to pronunciate. Can't even say pronunciate. I'm going to try to pronunciate certain things, and you're going to help me through this. Okay? Let's do it. All right. So we're talking to Bart. Bart lived in Chicago for 7 years. Obviously, was born in Poland. All right. So potato pancakes. I've got it
Placi zamczane.
Placki. Placki ziemniaczane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Potato pancakes, are those popular?
Yeah, it's like a comfort food for comfort food.
All right, you said soup,
Yeah,
right?
soups.
So sour rice soup. Zurak. Sounds like a Star Wars character.
Żurek.
Zurek. Okay. And
This is another amazing Polish soup that we eat mostly, I would say, during the not the Christmas, but
holidays.
The holidays, yeah. But I got an empty spot in my head right now. What's the other holiday? Not the Christmas, but
Thanksgiving.
Not the Thanksgiving. The other
New Year's
holiday.
Eve, Valentine's, 4th
During
of
the
July.
spring.
I
During
don't
the
know.
spring. During the spring.
Easter.
Easter.
Yeah, there we go. Easter.
Yeah.
All right. What about Polish donuts? Pączki.
Pączki, yeah, that's you got it. This one.
Oh, I got that one right.
Pączki.
All right. If what is this? Okay, are donuts popular in Poland?
Yeah, there's like yeah, but we call it pączki. So
And-
it's
and-
basically the same thing, but without a hole inside.
Are there pączki shops in Chicago?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sure.
All right, and then we talked about the kompot, which is a fruit drink.
Mm-hmm.
Kompot.
Compote.
Yeah. So, what is that? You said it's a sweet.
Yeah,
thing.
it's like a fruit, cooked fruit with water, little sugar added for dinner meal.
Okay, I got a few more, and then we'll let you off the hook. I know you got to get to the kitchen. No, I'm kidding. All right, here's a few more. Kielbasa.
Kiełbasa.
Kielbasa.
Kiełbasa.
Not kielbasa. Kiel.
Kieł.
Kiel.
Kiełbasa.
Okay, it's not a sausage.
It is a sausage. Yeah.
Kielbasa.
It is a sausage.
Okay. All right, this one's called Hunter's Stew. Bigos.
Bigos. Yeah.
Bigos.
Mm-hmm.
Like a sports mascot, I think, something like that. All right, stuffed cabbage. Bart, you got to say this one for us. Gołąbki?
Gołąbki.
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 Gołąbki. Yeah.
All right, and then
Stuffed cabbage.
potato pancakes. We talked
If you
about
got
that.
it, yeah. Placki ziemniaczane.
Let's see. All right. Okay, it's not in my notes, but I did want to ask you, if you move back to Poland, what would be the dishes here that you've grown accustomed to that you would miss if you went back to Poland?
Definitely sushi and steak.
Those are two of my favorites. All right, talking with Bart reminds me that every city, even Los Angeles, with its avocado toast and kale smoothies, has a little room for old world comfort food. Polish cuisine isn't a factory. It's warm, filling, honest, and the good meal like it should be. I really like what you said about the soup. And while places like Polka, which I talked about in Igorok, have closed, there's always somebody or somewhere, a deli probably, that you can find your own Polish type of food. All right, Bart, thank you very much. Hey, this is
Thank you, Peter.
no advertising here. It's all just been from the heart. Thanks to Plate 38 for letting us hang out here. And this is kind of fun. Maybe I'll find German Peter. We'll do something on German food.
Of course, sure.
It would be great.
Our neighbors.
It would be great to do something where it's not a restaurant, meaning that somebody doesn't have. They just want to talk about the food from home.
Sure.
So if you guys like the show, there should be a place for you to comment. If you're on iTunes or podcast, Spotify, TuneIn, there should be some comments. Go ahead. We'll load this up on SoundCloud tonight. And Bart, thank you so much for being our Polish ambassador.
Thank you, Peter.
Official Polish ambassador to Pasadena and Los Angeles.
Happy holidays.
In Polish.
Wesołych świąt.
All right.
And a special shout out to our good friends Ed and Donna and Jamie at the Casa del Rey in Sierra Madre, right there on Baldwin Boulevard. Sierra Madre, my Mayberry go-to place when I just want to kick back, have a margarita on a patio, watch the beautiful people of Sierra Madre walking by. Sierra Madre, Casa del Rey. Come on inside, say hi to Jamie. But I do like sitting outside on the patio. Great food, shredded tacos, and Taco Tuesday. Tell them Peter Dills sent you.